told me to quit drinking and start exercising. And I said, well, okay, I'll do one at a time. So I started exercising. Anyway, you know who I am. Actually, you probably don't. I do, though. I know who I am. You know there's bugs flying through the air. Shows you can't keep apples over 3 years because they create bugs or attract them or whatever. Well, anyway, I am Randy Looney. That's who I am. And I got a new hat. I got this hat because someone else owned it for, I don't know for how long. It's not even a new hat, it's just a hat. It was pretty old when I got it. Of course, so was I. Anyway, this guy had a hat, okay, this hat. He had this hat, and he just didn't look right. Not at all. He put it down on the lunch counter, and he looked left. That's how I got it. I needed a hat. He didn't care. He didn't say, don't take my hat. Anyway, I didn't even need a hat. I didn't need a hat. I needed a nail. My house is falling apart, so I need nails. People say, well, what good is one nail? This is not the only hat of its type, There's other hats like this. So you get enough hats, you got lots of nails, too. Right, yeah, sure. Well, I was going to tell a story. Somebody said you should do Anna Karenina. Anna Karenina. It's a story. It was written by Toy Stories. Tolstoy, something like that. He was a Russian person, a very nice person. He was very intelligent. He knew how to write, and stuff. And in the story, there's a man and a woman, and there might be other people, but I don't remember everything about it. Okay. I know there was a man and a woman in it, and she used to get smashed. She took opium or some kind of stuff. Sorry. She took stuff, And she was laying by a railroad track. I guess if you could listen, you can hear when a train's coming, And her husband got pretty upset. He said, why don't you just look at the schedule instead of laying on the track? Of course, with my wife, I said, why don't you lay on the track instead of looking at the schedule? But anyway, as I said, she got smashed twice. Once by the train. It's a pretty sad story, It's, I don't remember how it ended. I know how it ended for her. But it went on for a while. And I think you ought to read it, or I didn't read it. That's work. It was on television, I think. And I got this hat. It's got a nail in it. I need the nail more than the hat, so what I'll do is use the nail because my house is falling down, and I'll sell the hat because I got other hats. But I need nails. Well, anyway, Anna Karenina. I think I finished that story pretty well. Not pretty well, but enough. What little I know about it, Then there's Gone with the Wind. It's about fire. Why don't they just say Gone with the Fire? But no, it's Gone with the Wind. And I don't know much about that either. I saw the movie once or twice, but I kept falling asleep. They shouldn't show movies like that in taverns. Anyway, there was people. There's always people in most of these, unless they're about animals and stuff like that. Well, anyway, there was Charlotte O'Hara, Scarlett O'Hara, and she was. The bugs are still flying all over the place. That's pretty good. They won't come near me though. They're pretty afraid. There's apples on the floor and whatever. Anyway, should have made them into applesauce or Applejack or something, but no, I just left them until I could decide what to do with them. That was a couple years ago, 3-4 years I think. Well, anyway, there's Anna Karenina. No. She's out of the picture. Anyway, there's Scarlett O'Hara, something like that. And the guy was Dustin Hoffman. No. Clark Gable. He had a name too. Well, he has a name, Clark Gable, but in the movie, they don't always use their own name in the movies. They don't want people to know who they are, I think. He was Butler or something. He was the butler. No, that was his last name, I think. Butler. Something. It doesn't matter all that much. Anyway, I think they got married for a while because the guy thought she was so beautiful, and he said, doesn't matter that she's a witch, she's not very nice. Of course, he wasn't nice either. There was a lot of nasty people in the whole movie. They were shooting each other and all kinds of horrible stuff like that, burning down cities and marching to the sea. I don't think the sea was in it though, but that's where they were heading for when it ended after about 8 hours or so. But anyway, they were I think he was a carpetbagger or something, because he had a bag of carpets for sale, so anyway, that's whatever. So I think Scarlett O'Hara, she couldn't make up her mind who she wanted to be. She was like two different people. One liked the Old South, and one liked herself. She liked herself more than anything in the whole movie. And she had a daughter that rode horses, and they said, you can't just ride a horse everywhere. You gotta know what you're doing. And she says, I was born knowing what I was doing. Something like that, she said. Well, she didn't do much better than Anna Karenina. I mean, she didn't lay on a train track, but the horse, it was a terrible thing. Terrible. The whole second half of the movie was like a tragedy. Everybody was shooting each other and keeling over and falling on the ground and getting run over by trains and all kinds of terrible stuff. I don't know why I watched it. Jeez. Well, anyway, it was a nice movie. It was very enjoyable because, it makes you think you're better off than these people. I don't lay down on train track. I take the bus, and I don't lay down in a bus station because I got arrested a couple times. So, you had to have a ticket, I think, to go on the bus in order to sleep there. And I think the airport's the same way. You can't just go there and sleep. I don't think. Well, anyway, I can't remember anything else that I wanted to say about this. And I don't know what to say about it, so I'm gonna... There's bugs flying all over. I'm gonna get rid of all these apples, I think. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'll see you in a little while. I gotta do some exercises. These are, this is a different one. It's either this or quit drinking. Actually, he said I'm supposed to do both, but I said, give me some time. Wow, that's hard. Oh, it's like an exercise show, You watch people doing stuff, and they tell you how to get thin, but those people don't eat. That's why they look so thin. Well, I got a hat. Anyway, I'm gonna go look for hats and think too. After I get rid of apples, maybe I could trade an apple for a hat. I'll talk to you in a while or whatever. I'm Randy Looney.